Jason Nathanson.
And this guy has to go to every. Does he get paid to go to every game?
I think he gets like a stipend, maybe some meal money. He gets a nice seat, but yeah, he just sits and waits for someone to get injured.
Sounds like a great job. Where do I apply?
He's an understudy in a sense, yeah. All right, so before we get to Steven Spielberg's movie, was Roseanne really that good?
I mean, it was watched by a lot of people.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean quality.
Right.
A lot of people did find it good. Yes, a lot of there's mixed reviews online, but a lot of people thought there's a lot there that they really enjoyed. Especially if you're a fan of the show originally, it's nice to see them come back. But really, more than anything, it just kind of tapped into this thing that we haven't seen on TV in a while. A working class family with conservative leanings who voted for President Trump. You just haven't seen that. President Trump is now taking credit for the ratings in his speech yesterday, talking about how we did it, basically.
Yeah.
And he called Roseanne to congratulate her.
Well, but the sister is an anti-Trumper, so it's almost like a 21st century modern day All in the Family, in a sense.
Exactly, and that's what, Roseanne said from the beginning that show influenced her for the original Roseanne. And what she said that she wanted to accomplish with this show was to show that so many families, I mean, that's the case in a lot of families where you have people on both sides of the aisle and you got to sit down at Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, and, you got people who voted one way and people who voted another, and people these days, because of that, are at odds. Families are being torn apart, and that's what they wanted to show.
No, that's really, and, of course, John Goodman, a St. Louisan, so he's holding up the flag pretty well. All right, Steven Spielberg's new sci-fi. Has he ever done a sci-fi movie? Well, I guess he has.
E.T.
Yeah, he's done plenty. I mean, E.T. is a sci-fi movie, right?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Started from the beginning. But yeah, this is a return for him to the kind of movies that, we all know and love from him. He's been making some great movies for sure over the past 10, 15 years, but they've been more historical. You got your Lincolns, you got your
Schindler's List and whatever
the
else.
Post last year, things like that. This is now action. It's sci-fi. It's fun. You got, young people at the center of it who are trying to accomplish something and, kind of a heartwarming story there. And it's based on a wildly popular book, so there's already a built-in audience for this. If you don't know what it's about a virtual reality world called the Oasis. Basically, life sucks in the future. And to escape it, you hang out, you put on your virtual reality glasses, and you go hang out in this place called the Oasis 12 hours a day, where you can, play video games or just hang out with people or whatever. And there's a guy at the center of it who created it, a Steve Jobs kind of like guy, who dies, and he leaves his whole fortune to whoever can find an Easter egg hidden in this virtual world. So that's the premise of the movie. You got big car-type chases. You got a million kind of hidden Easter eggs when it comes to old movies, video games. In one of the car chases, you get to drive whatever car you want. The kid at the center of it is driving the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Another girl is driving the bike from Tron. So you got a million references right there. Things I didn't even get. At one point, the whole movie theater was laughing at something. I had no idea what they were laughing at. I think it was a video game reference, but I didn't know, and I consider myself pretty up on pop culture.
Right.
So you're overwhelmed with references, which can be fun, but it gets a little exhausting. And a lot of people are saying this movie is, they're building it up really. I'll tell you, don't go into it with super high expectations. If you go into it with, kind of medium expectations, you'll have fun. This is a movie all about having fun.
All right, there you go. Jason Nathanson, have yourself a good day. Sounds like a great premise for a movie. We'll talk to you next week.